I'm just going to be visible. Good evening, everybody. Just send out the link just in case people have missed it. Hang on. Well, good evening. For some reason my chat's not working. I'll try again. Oh, well, welcome. We will be waiting for those quizzes to join us. Let me know how you're doing. Hello, good evening. How's everybody doing this evening? What have you had for dinner? What are you drinking? I need to get one, actually. Do it the long way. How's it going, everybody? Is my chat working in the chat? Good evening. We will begin shortly. That's my best Simon impersonation. Nope. What did I do with it? Ah, yes. Hello, good evening. Welcome. We will quiz shortly. Hello. If you're just tuning in, what have you had for dinner? Or have you not had dinner yet? What are you drinking? How are you? Tell me in the chat. It would be nice to know. Good evening, everybody. We'll be quizzing shortly. See if I can get this to work. There it is. Make it big for a moment. Sorry it was late. I was trying to find a good copy. You are here. It's Thursday. It's a general knowledge quiz. Haha. Welcome. We'll start in a minute or two. Bear with me. It's been a few weeks. Sorry. Hi, everybody. I'm just making sure the chat works because I can't see it right now.
Yeah.
Can you see what I've written?
Hello, good evening, chat test.
Okay. Cool. Well, welcome. It's me. I'm back at Shura with Treehouse Quizzes. Doing a general knowledge quiz. We'll start in a minute or two. How's everybody doing? It's nice to see some people here. Let me know how you're doing in the chat.
Can you see it?
Not yet. Not sure it's working. Okay, yeah. Okay, fine. I will just look at the chat on my phone. It's probably going to be quicker than normally, but sorry. So, welcome to those of you who are tuning in for the first time this week. Welcome to Treehouse Quizzes. You may have already done a Quizando earlier. How did it go? Let me know. Yeah, sorry, David. I had muted myself, so I didn't make loads of noise when I went to the kitchen to get a beer. Here it is. As usual, we'll be doing a general knowledge quiz. I'll start in like a minute. I'll give you the usual spiel. But you remember it because you're regulars. We normally host quizzes in pubs. We're not in pubs because of outside. And so we're doing them online. Simon's been doing Quizandos. I'll just flash it up once more in case you've forgotten what we got left this week. Tomorrow, General Knowledge Quizando at 7 p.m. And then at 8 p.m. you've got a music quiz on Zoom. So, I will chuck the Ko-fi link in there in a minute. But without further ado, we'll start the quiz. Alright, pens at the ready. Pens at the ready. Everyone except me has a pen. Never mind. Okay, question 1. We'll start easily. Question 1. The Wizard and I is a song from which West End musical? Question number 1. The Wizard and I is a song from which West End musical? He's lost his pen. Anyway, question number 2. While my agitated movements that distract you from the questions. Question number 2. How many films are there in the Harry Potter series? That's not including Fantastic Beasts. Question 2, hopefully nice and easy. How many films are there in the Harry Potter series, not including the Fantastic Beasts kind of sub-connection? Hang on 1 second. Darling, could you throw me a pen, please? I lost the one you gave me. Thank you. There we go. That's right. I was using my polite quiz host chat. So, question number 3. In computing, what do the letters RAM stand for? Question 3. In computing, what do the letters RAM in the word RAM, what does it stand for? Dal and salad from Seb. That sounds tasty. All I've had is this Guinness, but we'll be eating later. It's fine. Okay. Question 4. Which member of the Beatles formed his production company, Handmade Films, in order to finance the Monty Python film Life of Brian? I'll say that all again, it was a bit of a mouthful. Question 4. Which member of the Beatles formed his production company, Handmade Films, in order to finance the Monty Python film, Life of Brian? So I want the name of the Beatle. Question 5 is our first picture question. Here it comes. Oh, I know what's happened here. Is put it underneath. So I've got to put that like this. There we go. Is this picture? Name the band that released this album. Which is the name? What's the name of this band? So maybe I can make it bigger. Can he? What is the name of the band that released this album? Make it a bit bigger for you. Can you see it? Who is it? Who is that? Which band is that? What's the name of that band? Can you remember? Rack your brains and write it down. And there we go. Question 6. In Bram Stoker's Dracula, at which English seaside town does Dracula's boat first arrive? Question 6. In Bram Stoker's Dracula, at which seaside town does Dracula's boat first arrive? Question 7. Question 7. What is the name of the dot above a lowercase I or J? What, question 7, is the name of the dot above a lowercase I or J? What's it called? That thing at the top. Okay. Question 8. The Dardanelles is a natural strait that separates the European and Asian sides of which country? I'll say that again. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it correct. Question 8. The Dardanelles is a strait that separates the European and Asian sides of which country? I'll spell it. Danelles. The Dardanelles is a natural strait which separates which European and Asian halves of which country? Bit of geography in your Thursday night quiz. Don't worry, Ashbeck001, I will do that. Question 9. Jan Martel was the author of which award-winning novel? Question 9. Jan Martel was the author of which award-winning novel? Who was that? What was that? The next question, question number 10, is the next picture round. It is the anagram. Ooh, it's not that one. This one. The solution is the name of a famous film. Question 10. Solve this anagram. The solution is the name of a famous film. What film is that? Lip fun topic. I'll leave that up for a moment. In fact, whilst everyone else is writing that down and racking their brains, I'll read questions 1 to 3 for you, Ashbeck001. Question 1. The Wizard and I is a song from which West End musical? That's The Wizard and I is a song from which West End musical? Question 2. How many films are there in the Harry Potter series, not including Fantastic Beasts? That's how many films are there in the Harry Potter series, not including Fantastic Beasts. And question 3, in computing, what does RAM, R-A-M, stand for? What does RAM stand for? So, I'll get rid of this. And we'll move on to question 11. Question 11. In which country would you find the Spanish Steps? Question 11. In which country would you find the Spanish Steps? No problem, Ashbeck. So that was 11. Which city, would you find the Spanish Steps? In which city would you find the Spanish Steps? Question 12. Ooh, how did you do that? Question 12. The famous recording studio Sun Studios is located in which city? Elvis and Johnny Cash recorded there. So question 12. The famous Sun Studios is located in which city? Elvis and Johnny Cash have recorded there. Where is it? Question 13. It's like a RE question. Question 13. Which religion was founded by Prince Gautama Siddhartha? So, question 13. Which religion was founded by Prince Gautama Siddhartha? Try that. Prince Gautama Gautama Siddhartha Siddhartha. Which religion was founded by Prince Gautama Siddhartha? Give you a moment to think about that. Sip my beer. Question 14, the penultimate of round 1. It's always a big one. There are 3 answers, a point for each. Question 14. Which 3 countries have national flags featuring a dragon? So question 14. Which 3 countries have national flags featuring a dragon? Write all 3 down. You'll get a point for each of them. Give you a moment. Okay, here we go. Question 15, the last question of round 1 of the quiz. It's our last picture question of the round. Here it is. Name the singer. Who is it? Question 15 is picture number 3. Name this singer that's pictured below my face. There. Who is it? Who is this person that's pictured? Name that singer. I can see the chat, so if you do need to hear any other questions again, give me a shout now. We'll give you a few minutes to do that before we run through the answers to round number 1. This was question 15. Name this person pictured here. They're about to go. Bye. Yeah. Chuck it in the chat if you need to hear any more questions. I'll give you a few minutes. Otherwise, we'll run through the answers to round 1 and then take a minute break. Doesn't seem like anyone needs to hear any more, but I will give you another minute. Only Seb's told me what he's had for dinner. I think we're having fried rice, but it hasn't happened yet because we were distracted by listening to Akala talking yesterday on Instagram. That's very good. So, as far as I can see, everyone's okay. Shall we run through those answers? Well, if not, you can quickly try and guess, because that's what I'm doing. Here come the answers to round 1 of the quiz this evening. General knowledge. Question 1. The Wizard and I is a song from which West End musical? It was in course from Wicked. Drat. Question 2. How many Harry Potter films are there in the series? There are 8. Yes, there were bloody loads. 8 of them. Question 3. In computing, RAM, RAM, stands for Random Access Memory. Question 4. Sorry, not the table. The Beatles member that formed Handmade Films in order to finance the Monty Python film The Life of Brian was George Harrison. Question 5 was our first picture question. This one. This is in fact Hanson. Yes, bop indeed. There they are, in all their young glory. Hanson, that is. Bop. Question 6. In Bram Stoker's Dracula, the English seaside town that Dracula's boat, the Demeter, arrives is in fact Whitby. The Demeter arrives in Whitby. For the point. Question 7. If you've forgotten to dot your I's and your J's, you would in fact have forgotten to place a tittle at the top of one. So the dot on the top of an I and a J is called a tittle. A tittle. Rather fun. Question 8. The Dardanelles is a natural strait that separates the European and Asian sides of which country? It's, of course, Turkey. Hopefully you got that one. Turkey for that. Question 8. Question 9. Jan Martel was the author of the award-winning novel Life of Pi. Question 10 was the anagram, the solution is Pulp Fiction. It's Pulp Fiction. There it is. Question 11. The Spanish Steps are found in the city of Rome. Well, I think it's possibly the Vatican City, but we'll find out. Question 12. The recording studio Sun Studios is located in Memphis. Question 13. Toughie for some, maybe. The religion that was founded by Prince Gautama Siddhartha is Buddhism. Question 14. There are 3 national flags that feature a dragon. A point for each of them. They are Wales, Bhutan, and Malta. Wales, Bhutan, and Malta. 1 point for each of those. And the final question of round 1 of the quiz was question 15, picture 3. This person is Selena Gomez. Well done if you got that. So let me know your scores in the chat. I'm going to chuck the Ko-fi link. If you're happy to chuck a couple of quid at us for playing, it'll be lovely this evening. Keep Treehouse quizzes ticking over in these times. Hopefully you're enjoying it either way. Yeah, just in case you didn't know, and you're a new timer and you haven't paid for the week, that would be great. But either way, chuck your scores in the chat. I'd love to know how you've done. How have you done? We'll take a little minute, get some drinks, get a snack, or wash your face. Jez has done 9. It's not bad. 9 from David. $12 from Ashback. That's pretty good. It's the highest so far. I mean, we've only got 3 down so far. How many more have we got? A 9 from Seb. Everyone's on 9. You've all been watching too much Critical Role Season 2. How are we doing? 14. Oh, cracking score from Iona. Wow. Smashed you there, Ashback. Anyone else got any news for me? And yeah, tell me what you got. Yes. Well, 14 looks like the score to beat. If anyone else wants to let me know. It is weird having 3 screens with my face on it looking at me at the moment, but that's happening. Okay, I'll chuck this up for a moment and then we'll be back. Where is this thing? It is there. I'll be back in a minute, everybody. Bear with me. Okay. Well, hopefully you've all rested your minds and you're ready for round 2. So here we come with round 2 of this general knowledge quiz. So, question 16. The characters Lister, Rimmer, Crichton, it's only those 3, can be found on which TV series? Question 16. The characters Lister, Rimmer, Crichton can be found on which TV series? Which indeed. Question 17. In which English county would you find Stratford-upon-Avon? Question 17. In which English county would you find Stratford-upon-Avon? Question 18. Which racetrack is the site of the oldest Grand Prix in the Formula One calendar? Question 18. Which racetrack is the site of the oldest Grand Prix in the Formula One calendar? Which one indeed? Okay. Question 19. Question 19. What was the name of the dog in the Tintin comics? For 1 point, the name of the dog in the Tintin comics. For an additional bonus point, the name of its original name in French. So question 19. What's the name of the dog in the Tintin comics? I'll give you a point for that. I will give you an additional bonus point if you are able to name the original French name of said dog. What was that? I'll give you a moment to think about that one. Is it tough? The next question is question number 20. It's a picture question, and here is the picture. Name the character pictured here. Who is it? Who is this character? What is their name? It's not that hard, hopefully. What is the name of this character? Name that character. The picture is like 3D and stuff. It's so cool. I wish they were there and I could touch them. Oh, it's not. It's a shame. But yes, name this character. Question 20. For the point, name that character. Give me a moment as I turn this page. Question 21. If it bleeds, we can kill it is an iconic line from which 1987 film? Question number 21. If it bleeds, we can kill it is a famous line from which film? Released in 1987. Okay. Question 22. At what address did Sherlock Holmes live? Question 22. What was the address that Sherlock Holmes lived at? I want the house, number, and street name. So, question 22. At what address did Sherlock Holmes live at? Question 23. Question 23. What was the name of the American chocolate bar that the Mars bar was based on? That's a toughie. What was the name? Question 23. What was the name of the American chocolate bar that the Mars bar is based on? What is it? Question 24. In Beatrix Potter's books, what kind of animal was Jeremy Fisher? Question 24. In Beatrix Potter's books, what kind of animal is Jeremy Fisher? Question 25 is the next picture question. Here's the picture. Name the brand that uses this logo. So what brand uses this logo? What brand uses the logo pictured? What is it for? What is this brand logo? Whose brand logo is this? Tell me for the point. Okay. Question 26. For which newspaper does Peter Parker initially work for? Question 26. For which newspaper does Peter Parker initially work for? Question 27. It's a big one. There are 4 half points up for grabs. The question is, which 4 US presidents besmirch Mount Rushmore? Question 27. Which 4 US presidents have besmirched the Native American landmark of Mount Rushmore? Not even its real name. But which 4 US presidents besmirched the face of Mount Rushmore? Name them for half a point each. I'll give you a moment. There are 4 of them. Ugh. Well, hopefully you've got those down, because we're moving on. Question 28. After how many years do you celebrate your crystal anniversary? Question 28. After how many years would you celebrate your crystal anniversary? Crystal anniversary. Okay, the penultimate question of the quiz this evening is once again asking for multiple answers, but this time they're all worth a point. Question 29. Which 3 countries officially make up Scandinavia? Question 29 for a point each. Which 3 countries officially make up Scandinavia? One point each if you get them. And hopefully you've got them. Or not. But the final question of the quiz this evening is question 30. And here it is. The last picture, number 6. Name the country whose flag is pictured. Name the country whose flag is pictured right here. It's question 30. Picture number 6. Name this flag's country, or this country's flag, however that makes sense to you. That was question number 30. Name the country whose flag is pictured. If you need to hear any questions from round number 2 once more, or twice more perhaps, just give me a shout in the chat, and then you've got a minute to let me know before we run through the answers. So if you need to hear any of the questions from round number 2, let me know promptly in the chat. And the final question, of course, will be this flag. So there it goes. So let me know. Got a minute to let me know. Maybe you've all done exceptionally well. My less than slurred diction wasn't too terrible for you. Doesn't seem like anyone needs anything again. 30 more seconds. Well, I mean, that was probably about 20, but I don't care. It's time, everybody. Nobody wants anything from me except for the answers. I'm sure you're all impatiently badgering me at the screen, even though I can't hear you, because I'm here and you're there. But here they are. The answers to round number 2, starting with question number 16. Question 16, the characters Lister, Rimmer, and Crichton can be found alongside the cat on Red Dwarf. So that was question 16. Question 17, the English county Stratford-upon-Avon is found in Warwickshire. Question 18, the racetrack that is the site of the oldest Grand Prix in Formula 1 calendar is in fact Silverstone. Oh, Ashbeck, I will give you that because you've just asked me for question 30. Was the picture. I'll leave it up for a moment. There's the picture. Name the country whose flag is pictured. But here come the rest of the answers. I'll leave it up while it's there for a minute. Question 19. The name of the dog in the Tintin comics was in fact Snowy. So that's a point if you got that. For a bonus point, the French name is Milou, spelt M-I-L-O-U. Milo or Milou, for the original name of Snowy en français. I don't know what and Holly means, David. Oh, and Holly, sorry. Yes, I do. And Red Dwarf, yes. There's 2 different Hollies as well, just to confuse you. Question 20. This character, it's like I'm in a really bad CG film right now, is Knuckles. It's Knuckles. Released just after Sonic the Hedgehog 2. And you can remember, if you remember that, you could open Sonic and Knuckles and put Sonic the Hedgehog 2 inside it. It was crazy. Mind blown. Question 21. If it bleeds, we can kill it is a historic line from the 1987 film Predator. Interesting there, David. Interesting. So, are you saying that Monaco has the historic layout, but Silverstone has an augmented one? You can reply to that in the chat, but I don't really know. Question 22. Sherlock Holmes lived at the address 221B Baker Street. So the full address that Sherlock Holmes lived at was 221 221B Baker Street. The point if you get it. I'm not going to give even any fractions of points if you didn't get the full correct answer. So shame. Me. Question 23. The American chocolate bar, which Mars bar was based on, was called Milky Way. Yeah. Exactly. It's confusing. Who knew? I did know that, but yeah. Question 24. In the Beatrix Potter books, Jeremy Fisher is in fact a frog. Yes. He's a frog. He likes fishing, obviously. He eats butterfly sandwiches. Question 25. Was this picture? This picture is the logo that is used by the brand, or the Mini. It's the Mini logo. Mini, the car brand. Car maker. The Mini. Question 26. The newspaper which Peter Parker initially works for is the Daily Bugle. The Daily Bugle. Run by Jonah Jameson, the arsehole guy that's always on his case. Question 27. There are 4 presidents that besmirch Mount Rushmore for half a point each. They are George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, Theodore Roosevelt, and Thomas Jefferson. So those are the 4. George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, Theodore Roosevelt, and Thomas Jefferson. For half point each. Total of 2 points if you got all 4. Well done. Question 28. After how many years would you celebrate your crystal anniversary? It is after 15 years. 15 years for the crystal anniversary. So I've got a few more to go before mine. But yeah, 15 years for crystal anniversary. Question 29. There are 3 countries that make up Scandinavia officially. They are Denmark, Norway, and Sweden. 1 point for each. 1 point for Denmark, 1 point for Norway, and 1 point for Sweden. Finland, however, is not Scandinavia. Denmark, Norway, and Sweden. The final question of the quiz this evening was this picture. I asked you to name the country whose flag this is. It is in fact the flag of Rwanda. So Rwanda for the point. And there you go. That was the quiz this evening. Thank you all for playing. I'd love to know your scores in the chat. We will be back tomorrow with a Quizando and a Zoom music quiz. Oh no, tomorrow's Friday, isn't it? I'm ahead of myself. I'll put this up for a second. Friday, Quizando General Knowledge. Saturday, Quizando General Knowledge. And music quiz on Sunday. And just for clarification, for those of you not reading the chat, David Barker has said Monaco track layout hasn't changed really and has had its first race in 1929. Silverstone has been completely rebuilt over the years. The 1950 track doesn't exist anymore. However, apparently, you can take this up with Simon. The answer is Silverstone. But yeah, scores in the chat, people. Scores in the chats. Just a once more reminder, if you are just tuning in today and you haven't already, we'd be very happy if you could chip in £1 or £2 per player for the quiz this evening. Keeps Treehouse quizzes going during these tough times. I'll put the Ko-fi link there. Love you to do that. But otherwise, yeah, let me know your scores. 19 from Jez. Iona Mackay has got 29 points. That is devastating to Jez. Ashbeck has got 22.5. That's still a reasonable score. 29, the score to beat. Anyone got anything close? Or has Iona Mackay just, devastated everybody with just pure knowledge? Well, in the meantime, do tune into our Quizandos, or if you're interested, the Zoom quiz this weekend. We'll be back next week with another series of quizzes. Hopefully you're enjoying our new foray into the potential cash prizes of Quizando. But in the meantime, obviously, tune in and check it out. David Barker, 21. I mean, you're sort of fourth place at this point because only 4 people have told us the scores. It's still pretty bad. Iona Mackay, score to beat with 29 points. Slaying all the other quizzes. So, anyone else got something for me? Or is it all just terrible? You're all terrible. Like I said, we will be back for more quizzes this weekend next. Subscribe if you can. Follow us on Facebook or Instagram. Or on just our YouTube page. We'll be on all of those. Check us out on Quizando for cash prize monies. And hopefully we will all see each other at a quiz in real time, in real life, at some point soon. I'll leave it there. So, thank you very much. And have a good night. We've been Treehouse Quizzes. I've been Shura. And I'll see you again.